Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast where we talk about matters to do with mental health. In today's podcast, I will answer a question that is frequently asked by many. The question of the day is, what is the difference between mental health and mental illness? Now, mental health and mental illness, unfortunately, are increasingly being used as if they mean the same thing, but actually they do not. It is important to note that in the course of a lifetime, not all people will experience a mental illness, but everyone will struggle or have a challenge with their mental health. When we talk about mental health, we are talking about our mental well-being. This includes our emotions, our thoughts, and our feelings. It also includes our ability to solve problems and overcome difficulties, our social connections, and our understanding of the world around us. All these are affected one way or another by our mental health status. On the other hand, I will explain what mental illness is. A mental illness is an illness that affects the way people think, feel, behave, or interact with others. There are many different mental illnesses, and they have different symptoms that impact people's lives in different ways. Mental illness is nothing to be ashamed of. Please note, it is very important. Again, mental illness is nothing to be ashamed of. It is a medical condition just like heart disease, high blood pressure, or even diabetes. Also note that mental health conditions or mental health illnesses are treatable. While mental health is always there and may be positive or negative, mental illnesses affect a person's ability to function over a long period of time. And just as it is possible to have poor mental health but no mental illness, it is entirely possible to have good mental health even with a diagnosis of mental illness. It is also very helpful to think of mental health and mental illness as separate entities working independently. What do I mean by this? I mean that you can have, again, good mental health, but be living with a diagnosed mental illness that is being treated successfully. Alternatively, you can have poor mental health, but not have a mental illness. That said, if a mental health issue, let's say for example stress, is so intense and allowed to continue without treatment, it can lead to a mental illness such as anxiety disorder, depression, or bipolar. It is therefore very, very important to seek support early enough if you think you have a mental health issue. Please also note that good mental health is all about living life to your fullest potential. It's about being socially connected and having a fulfilling social relationships. Feeling good about your life, setting goals, and being able to make informed decisions and choices is all about having good mental health. So taking care of your psychological well-being is just as important as taking care of your physical well-being. But unfortunately, because of the shame and blame sometimes associated with mental illness and mental health, many people feel like they can't reach out for help. So, if your loved one or you are experiencing mental illness or mental health related challenges, it is very important to seek help as soon as possible. Taking the steps to get help and find support can be a life-changing decision. Until next time, I leave you with these words by Fred Rogers. When we talk about our feelings, they become less overwhelming, less upsetting, and less scary. Until next time, take care and stay safe.